Chapter 28. Visits. My mother appeared sometimes, for a few weeks, sometimes less. Once my grandmother tried to give me to her. Go live with your mother. My mother lasted 2 weeks, then went on a bender, and my grandmother had to rush to take me back. The second attempt lasted even shorter, a week. In the 90s, my mother sold cigarettes. I remember how she attacked some woman at the market, trashed her goods, screamed, made a scene over something trivial, or so it seemed to me. People watched. I felt so ashamed I wanted to be invisible, to not be her daughter for at least those few minutes. My mother was loud, crude, vulgar, and all of this was also being recorded inside me as knowledge about what a woman is, not as the thought women can be like that, but as an inner image of femininity, screaming, filth, absence of dignity, contempt for oneself. I had no other model. And even more importantly, she was never proud of me. Never said good job, never patted my head, never wished me happy birthday. For a child, the mother is the mirror in which they first see whether they exist at all. When there is no mirror, inside forms emptiness. Not the hysterical, not the loud kind, but a very quiet one. I am not seen. And if I am not seen, then I am uninteresting. Then the very fact of I exist means nothing. Then I don't exist at all. She lied all the time. Promised to come, didn't come. Promised not to drink, drank. When she hit bottom, she told me how in the juvenile colony she swallowed needles to get into the hospital and how she slashed her wrists. I was 8 and I sat across from my own mother, who was telling me about needles in her throat and showing scars from slashed wrists, and this was our time together. Uncle Oleg lived with us for months at a time, then disappeared, then reappeared. Drank, quit, drank again. Every few months he and my mother would go on a bender and drop out of life. It had almost become a rhythm you get used to, like bad weather. Once he slept on our couch drunk and urinated on it. I already found it a bit strange that a grown man could lie there and wet himself in the middle of the day, and no one particularly treated it as the end of the world. Just another form of my mother's and Oleg's life, plus my grandmother's curses. May he rot somewhere. And around 9, I understood one very harsh thing, not as a feeling anymore, but as a clear thought. My mother and Oleg cannot be helped. I even said it to my grandmother. She didn't answer. Something inside me closed. Not with a creak, not with drama. Quietly. The child who still hoped that someday the mother would come and become a mother died without a sound. At 9, something simply stopped turning on. Didn't break. Got tired. Later, years later, all those visits, binges, market scenes, lies, silence instead of birthday wishes would add up to one inner verdict. I am not the one people change for, not the one people choose sobriety for. A child doesn't think, Mom has a disease, Mom has her own brokenness, Mom can't do otherwise. A child thinks, then it's about me. This is how the helpless surrenderer was born inside me. Not lazy, not weak, just the one who got tired of hoping. The one who decided, if I stop waiting, it will stop hurting. He lay down and never got up again. Not because he couldn't, because every time he got up, it ended the same way. And Wild Kitten by that time already knew how to do it both ways at once. Want to be held and hiss if you reach out. Hate my mother for not coming, and hate myself for that hatred. You can stop here. A lot of pain in a row, a lot of blows that landed one on top of another, until the child stopped telling where one ends and the next begins. But the child survived. You know this because you are holding this book in your hands.